My name is Timothy Varner. Come from Seattle, Washington, born and raised. Graduated from a Catholic high school. I had a real good education. Certified chef out of culinary arts. I have a degree. When I was a kid, I was taught you work for what you get, or you get for what you work for.
My name's Ernie Franklin. I was born in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and I grew up in Linden, Washington. And I went to 3 different high schools. Meridian High School, Seaholm High School, and Mount Baker High School. I went in the Marine Corps when I was 18 years old. Did a couple years in there, got out. About the time I got out of there, shortly after I was 21, and I started working in a shop and got some schooling and such. And I worked as a mechanic most of my life. I ended up out here on the streets as a result of not doing things right. And the last thing that got me was I had an accident and I hurt myself. And I wasn't able to work for 7 months, so I kind of lost everything, you know. And that was about 3.5 years ago. And so I've been out here ever since. And people out here for many different reasons. And some good, some not so good. And some they can help and some they can't help. I see people go by and they make fun of people who are living out here, and it's like they act like, well, you know, we're less than they are, so that there's something wrong with us. Well, you know, that could be true, but something I always tell people is, you know, not everybody was born with the same tools. You know, some people have real good tools, and some people just have bent screwdrivers, you know, and they don't work too good.
I started canning in 1994. I left Denver, Colorado, and I went to Houston, Texas. And that's when I became homeless.
Look at this, right there. Oh, ready. All you gotta do is look. They're there.
My name is Joe Jackson. And I've lived in Portland for about 22 years. I have retinitis pigmentosa. It's a hereditary progressive degenerative eye disease. I don't see colors very well. I know what they are. I used to see them. I don't see up close or far away. Unless I have, like, you know, I might make out shapes and shadows, which they're plenty, you know, I get around. I've been returning bottles and cans kind of on a regular basis now for about, I don't know, a year. Reading the labels sometimes is kind of hard. So like V8 cans or like certain other beverages don't go through the machine. I don't catch that until it spits it back and says sorry. So. But it's not like a detrimental flaw. It's just an inconvenience. That's pretty much how blindness, legal blindness is anyway. It's just an inconvenience. I mean, you could say that about anything. You could say it makes cooking harder. You could say it makes being social harder. But it really just changes how you do it. It doesn't really, I mean, you have to do certain things in life. And certain things of those are hard. Because you don't want to. If you want to, and you make it happen.
Do it every day. About 4 hours a day. It's not a hard job. The hardest thing is pushing this cart, especially full of bottles. It weighs about 250 pounds. Maybe a little more.
My name is Jenna Chapman, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. Grew up in Astoria from 9 to 18, and then I moved to Western Oregon State and went to college, and then I moved back up to Portland and finished at Portland State. Well, I've always returned bottles and cans, even when I had a job. You know, I'd recycle my own. When I lost my job, and then I lost my home, which was kind of, you know, surprise, I started just going out and, you know, just to have money for gas and stuff, and especially as the gas prices went up. I would see bags of cans, you know, sitting alongside on garbage night or whatever, and I would just pick them up, and pretty soon it just became like on Sundays, you know, you would know that there would be a lot, and so you'd go out and I could do $30 to $50 a night. So, and on the best nights, I could do that much. So that's pretty much just from being broke, you know, it kind of prompts you to get busy. So while I was looking for a job, and it was helpful, you know.
I'm doing a job, just like a dishwasher, man. Same principle, man. You get paid to do a job. And the harder I work, the more I make. Had a good day. 13 and change. It's a good day. I am happy, and I do enjoy life. I refuse to give up. I just, you know, if I got to go out and collect cans or recycle or whatever, I will.